Hello everybody, this is Spicy Dungeoneer, and today I thought I would share with you my favourite Gunslinger homebrew generation. Now you can see it's from the homebrewery at naturalcrit.com, and I'll post a link in the comments below, so check that out in the description. And we're going to get into it. Sorry about this. They put that in there, not me. Anyway, so one thing that I really hate about the Gunslinger is the whole misfire rules. It's funny how that has gotten into the game from Pathfinder, but that Pathfinder actually only has misfire rules because guns have to hit a touch AC, so it's easier to hit them because armor doesn't work as successfully against firearms. So there's all of these sort of old systems baked into the Matt Mercer Critical Role Gunslinger, which makes it suck. And this really deals with the whole issue very well and fixes up a lot of things. I'm currently playing this character and I can tell you I'm really enjoying it. And so if you're wanting to play a gunslinger in a Dungeons and Dragons campaign, I really recommend these homebrew rules. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, the firearm proficiency, you just get it at 3rd level. It would be nice to actually get it at 1st level for something because, that's your thing, but that's where we are. So the Gunslinger here is a martial archetype that you would take on the 3rd level of fighter. You get your firearm proficiencies and you get proficiency with tinker tools that you can craft ammunition with. Alright. You can repair your firearms and even draft and create new ones at the DM's discretion. So still a bit of DM's discretion, but at least not as much. We have the Adept Marksman, which is the same name, and you get trick shots. So that's not different, but you'll see that there's some different types. Grit points are the same. We're still using wisdom, which means that you really need to have a good dexterity, a good wisdom, and a constitution. So it does make it a bit of a mad character, but there you go. Saving throws is using your dex mod for your trick shots. At 7th level you get quick draw, which you add your proficiency to your initiative. Okay, 7th level, I still think that should be lower, but anyway. Pliable weaponry. At 10th level you can change your prepared trick shots at the end of a short or long rest. Additionally, reload of all non-special firearms increases by 2. Reload is an interesting rule. Once I just reload on a bonus action, really. But anyway, True Grit, starting at 15th level, you have a number of grit points equal to twice your wisdom modifier. You regain all expended grit points after a short or long rest. That's good, a short rest is good. So the trick shots, we've got the dazing shot. Dizzies the target if they save on a con, and have disadvantage to attack rolls until the end of its next turn. Deadeye shot. When making a ranged attack with a firearm, you can expend 1 grit point to gain advantage on the attack roll, and then at 18th level it's 2 attack rolls. Not many games go to 18th level, so it would be interesting to make that like 16th. That would be better. Anyway. Disarming shot. When you make a ranged weapon attack with a firearm, you can expend 1 grit point to attempt to disarm the target, forcing it to drop one item of your choice that it's holding. The target must succeed on a strength saving throw or drop the object you choose. It's pretty situational. Most of the time you're better off to attack the thing than make it drop something, but it's a bit of flavour, I guess. A follow-up shot is one that I always use, and I really heavily recommend it, especially since I started off my build as a crossbow expert and I was getting that extra sweet bonus shot using my hand crossbow, but then I lost that when I went to firearms. So this one, even though it does cost a grit point, then you at least get that follow-up shot, an extra attack. Forceful shot. When you make a ranged weapon attack with a firearm, you can expend 1 grit point to attempt to push the target away. This is another good one. I like this one. You push 15 feet away and takes bludgeoning damage. So I like it when the types of damage you can do can change, because I find as a gunslinger I'm kind of always stuck in doing piercing damage. It would be nice to be able to make that a bit different. Heal shot. When you make a ranged weapon attack with a firearm, you can expend up to 5 grit points to attempt to hamstring the target. The target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or have its speed reduced by 10 per grit point spent until the end of its next turn. Target speed is reduced by 15 per grit point at 8th level, and you can choose to knock the target prone. Yeah, I would rather just knock the target prone, but anyway, the fact that it only lasts until their turn is a bit lame. Piercing shot. When you make a ranged weapon attack with a firearm, you can expend 1 grit point to attempt to pierce the target, striking creatures behind it. You make an attack roll with a disadvantage against every creature directly behind the target in a straight line away from you up to the weapon's normal range. Attacks do not have disadvantage when you reach 18th level. Good. And reflex shot. When a hostile creature's movement provokes an opportunity attack with you, you can expend 1 grit point and use your reaction to make a ranged weapon attack with a firearm. The firearm must not be empty, and you can target only that creature. So that's good, you get an opportunity attack, basically. At range. But it costs you that grit point. So you can see, like, you really do need a steady stream of grit points coming in. Shoot and load. When you make a ranged weapon attack with a firearm, you can expend 1 grit point to distract the target so that you can reload your weapon. You make the attack with disadvantage and reload the weapon as part of the attack. Alright. And violent shot. When you make a ranged weapon attack with a firearm, you can expend up to 5 grit points to attempt an inaccurate but damaging shot. For every grit point you spend, the target's AC increases by 2, but if the attack hits, you roll 1 additional damage per grit point spent. Nice. Anyway, they also redid the firearms, and so that's good. You can see the reloads here. I think reload should be 6 for a revolver. What happened to the old 6-shooter? Anyway, ammunition is destroyed upon use. Each firearm uses its own unique ammunition and is generally sold or crafted in batches listed next to the price below. And then you've got to reload. So that's it. That's all for this new Gunslinger. What do you think? Is this something that's going to be useful in your campaign? I am really enjoying playing this character. He's a human, but he's based on Clint Eastwood a fair bit, but it is medieval enough. I'd make sure he's wearing chainmail as per my build. I've described my build in more detail in another video, which I'll link at the end of this one, and let me know what you think. I think in the future I may homebrew my own once I have a better look at the D&D rules and can incorporate them a bit, but I think this is a much better gunslinger. It gets rid of misfire, it fixes up some of the problems with abilities not being given until too late, and it's a lot of fun. Please like and subscribe, and give me a comment, engage, share with your friends, all of the good stuff. It really helps the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.